Hey yo. 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 Hey yo.
This kid's definitely on crack right now.
Yeah! Yeah!
You come out here and try to get the sympathy of the people, but you don't get my sympathy at all.
Hey, what's up,
I'm already going, bro.
Mr. Tommy? Already sketching.
Yeah, I don't know what it's gonna be.
He doesn't mess around, people.
I'm just trying to find it.
Welcome to today's show, this week's show, where we sit down, take a look at a new book on Indiegogo with my friend Tommy here, and he's going to be sketching while we're shilling. You know what I'm saying? You see what I did there, Tommy? I think it's a pretty good title.
Yeah, I like it.
Let's see. We got it first in the chat here. Grimmer. What's up, Grimmer?
Oh yeah, let me switch over to comments.
Good to see you. Rand is here. Got Nail Bunny. Michael Bancroft is here.
That's a power player right there.
He is a powerhouse, you know. Trying to get on a show this week sometime. I gotta message Dale. Get him back on there.
All name dropping.
I mean, you know, I was hanging out with Simon Bisley this weekend, so.
I saw that. That guy's a powerhouse.
He's a powerhouse, yeah. Tarks9 is here. What's up, Tarks? Androtaz, haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Good to see you. Androtaz. Good to see you. Today we're going to be talking about a book called Testament, as you can see above here in the background, the beautiful overlay or underlay I made this morning. And we got the man himself, the creator of Testament, a man that goes, he kind of has no name except for the name of Chimera. I think that's what he puts on his books too. Like you don't have a real name, do you, Chimera?
No.
What's up with that?
Well, my parents didn't bother to name me, so I had to come up with something by the time I made my Twitter account.
That sounds like some anime weave stuff, like a little origin story.
No, it's actually in reference to a monster book I made in 2017.
Yeah, the Chimera is a scorpion, lion, eagle creature, snake creature. I don't know what the hell's
That's
going on.
Amanda Core. Close enough.
That sounds like those spider goats that Alex Jones talks about.
I haven't heard that one. I gotta look that up after the show.
You do, dude. So I totally forgot. I mean, so Chimera's awesome creator, great writer. One of my favorite series, SOS, created by Chimera. SOS. And I totally forgot. I hung out with Simon Bisley 3 days this past week. I forgot to bring this to get him to sign it.
Yeah, I kind of forgot I did that book.
Dude, I was laying in bed this morning and thinking about the stream today, and I'm like, fuck, I could have had him sign this fucking book.
So is he cool with us, or like?
Yeah, dude, he's super cool.
Then have him do a fucking book on Indiegogo.
Yeah. Well, we were talking, like, I had him sign my body count book, the Ninja Turtles, and he's like, "Oh, I'd love to do another." Like, he wants to do a body count too, because he said that was like one of the most fun books he's done. The Ninja Turtles book. If you guys haven't grabbed it, it's kind of expensive now. They did a reprint hardcover, but even that now is expensive. Chad Townsend is in the chat. What a Chad!
Hey
This guy's saw him tweeting my stuff earlier. What's up, Chad? Good to see you. Great artist. I learned about Chad, I think, from Donald DeLay was talking about him. Jay Ryan's in the chat. Spider Goats, you say? Yes, that's right.
The Chad Townsend versus the Virgin wannabe.
That's right. We got Aardvark in here. Aquila is launching soon. We have to get him on soon. Goblin Slayer bathing in blood. Is this an anime reference?
Yeah, you never seen Goblin Slayer?
Dude.
I think you'd like it. There's plenty of violence. Like it starts off this adventure in the first episode, and then the party gets killed by goblins horribly. Like it just goes wrong completely.
Every anime is slaying something, goblin something. You got Demon Slayer, Vampire Slayer D, Goblin.
Okay, it's Vampire Hunter D.
Is there a Pussy Slayer book?
No, not
no.
an
That's the thing. That's the
They're
thing.
blowing
Most protagonists are skinny twinks who never get laid.
Yeah, this is why Tommy and I don't watch anime.
And that's why I do watch anime. Just like the protagonist.
Chad says he talks to Donald every day. I'm sorry, Chad. They pussy through that.
The Chad Townsend. You got to put D at the beginning.
Jay Ryan, let's talk about this anime. Goblin D's Nuts. Goblin D's Nuts. Goblin.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one. I'd pay to see that one. But yeah, so Chimera, first time I saw you was when you were doing SOS, the first one, and I missed out on the first campaign. But my buddies were all about it. They're like, "This is some of the funniest stuff. You got to get it." So when SOS 2 came out, I grabbed that, and I did the Onslaught that you did. Of course, I needed that with the Bisley cover. You beat me by like 5 months by putting out the Bisley cover in CG. But this one's fully painted, man. Look at that.
Yeah, I actually sold the painting on my last campaign.
Really?
Yeah, it arrived to some guy in Europe. So enjoy.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know about that. Congrats. So sick. Yeah, Carnage and Vigilante here. Kick-ass characters for a really cool book. Lots of action, especially in this one. Now, did you? Is there any way to get these still?
Oh, I'm probably gonna do an I sold out on the first printing. I'll probably just do an omnibus on Kickstarter or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Cool. But you branched out and have a new IP now, which you've already put out one book for Testament already, which I got. And when did you deliver that? Last year sometime?
Yeah, September something.
Cool. To talk about that, so it's different than SOS. You know, if people are used to your comedy writing, and you still have a lot of action here, but this is more you're building a world that is kind of much more in depth, in my opinion, than stuff you've done before.
SOS was like my old stuff, and then I was sure everyone would hate it. I'm like, okay, well after this I'll focus on Testament. I'm like, oh shit, everyone likes it. Now I have to keep writing it.
Yeah.
And, I put Testament on the back burner because it's harder for me to write serious stuff. I'm getting better at it, but yeah. So anyway, I did Testament 1 last year, and this actually started out as it spun off some ideas I had for SOS, where they're in the post-apocalypse fighting Norse gods, and then I liked that idea, so I just scrapped that, and it eventually became Testament. Funny enough, the old man, the gunslinger, that was actually Megus's design. He was old, and he had a revolver and a sword. And
really? That's Magus is one of the main guys from SOS. So this was kind of like an old look for him.
Yeah, originally he was a gunslinger, and then he was going to team up with his nephew, who eventually became Carl. So yeah,
Carl. This is awesome. This is a Barton Brothers cover.
Yep.
Clayton, I assume.
Oh yeah.
Barton.
Yeah,
He's got that very. He has a very specific style. You can totally tell it. And even like, oh man, this is really cool. The ruins behind everyone. That looks so sick.
Yeah, he's good at drawing women and monsters. Like I've noticed. Like yeah, the men look fine, but like he draws some hot chicks.
Yeah, super hot chicks, and you got your crazy dog here.
Yeah, that's Carl's wolf companion. I would like to I did write a short story. It'll probably be next year for book 3, where that's how he meets him, like a little backup story that shows how they met. Carl was hunting poachers. I talked with Preston and we worked out like, okay, yeah, we'll just do it painted like last time.
Oh yeah, that was really cool. If you guys haven't got the first Testament, there's a short in the back, totally painted by Preston Acevedo. Which is killer.
I just asked him, like, can you paint sequentials? He's like, no. Well, I've never done that, but let's try. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I know. After he did your story, he wants to do more of that. So I think some of the future project he does for himself, he's going to be painting those. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, the only barrier is money because of his page rates. So,
yes.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Once you get into painted stuff, those rates go up.
That Bisley cover you were showing, that drained the war chest a few years
ago. Yeah, I'm sure, man. But it was worth it. That thing was awesome. And now you have it forever.
I could remember having like 20 grand in 2019, and then like, where the fuck is all my money when I delivered all my campaigns? I'm like, where'd all my money go?
Yep, that'll happen. Speaking of painting, Dan Lawless is in the chat. What's up, Dan?
Oh, hey.
Painter himself. Good to have you in the chat. Yeah, we're taking a look at Testament Volume 2, and we have Genuine Comics in the chat too. Greetings, everyone. Great to have you, Dave. Yeah, why don't we talk about kind of the plot and idea of Testament and what we're doing now in this new one, now that we're past the first one.
Sure. So Testament is a science fantasy series that focuses on Carl von Magnuson. He's an orphan sellsword. He teams up with a gunslinger and a mage, as well as a rebel group, to overthrow their king. Book 1 takes place in Rhineland, which is more futuristic and modern. And then the rest of the world is very archaic. In book 2, you get to see more of that. They go to the east, encounter basically samurai. Then they go to essentially the Middle East after that and run into monsters and nomadic tribes people. And yeah, you'll get to see more of the world in book 2, and I flesh out, awesome. I answer questions. So yeah, and Carl unlocks more powers. He descends from gods. So book 1, he has like berserker strength, kind of almost like a berserker rage, like Wolverine. And then book 2 is lightning powers because he essentially descends from a Thor-like character. So he develops lightning powers.
That's all.
And, that was
the action in here is crazy.
Yeah, a lot of it came from SOS. Funny enough, like that's why Carl the character that eventually became Carl's prototype, I guess. He had lightning powers. Yeah. His uncle was Magus, and so and I like that idea. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to write. This is not going to be a comedy, so I had to like, okay, it's another planet.
Yeah, and it sounds like too, and like what you're talking about, what we're going to see in here. You're kind of creating a world that you could throw your characters into like any situation, like you said, samurai and monsters. Different parts of the world have these almost different generational aspects from history, all wrapped up into this one book.
Funny enough, that's actually Donald's cover. That was a few years ago.
That's right. I forgot about that. You showed me this a while ago, and I was like, wow. But yeah, this is I couldn't remember who it was, but yeah, Donald did this.
And Adam Brown colored it. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you know Adam Brown.
Yeah, Adam works a lot with Simon Bisley. He colored the cover he did for us.
Yep.
And the Joe Ball wraparound that we had for the first campaign. And yeah, when he wants to, he could add those colors, and it really gives it kind of like this crazy rendered, almost 3D CG feel.
Yeah, almost like a heavy metal vibe. I emailed him like, hey, can you do sequentials? So I'm just waiting to hear back. I know his page rate's insane, so I'll have to put him on something that doesn't require a lot of pages.
Yeah, he does. I last time I spoke with him, because he did the Lost Pages 2 cover, the colors over Preston. It took him a while to get back to me. So I think I emailed his brother too, and I think he gave him a little nudge. But yeah, he's last time I talked to him, he was pretty.
So you ratted him out to his brother.
No, they're awesome guys. They do great work. But
Yeah,
was-
they have their own website, Berserker Art, and so you can contract other artists like Bisley or
yeah,
yeah.
Glenn Fabry too. I think they do a lot of work for a lot of British guys. So this is going to be one of the cover options as well.
Yeah, that's a reprint cover for Volume 1. I stole your idea.
Nice.
And yeah.
No, yeah, that's perfect. Let's see who else we got in the chat. We got Pale Rider is here.
Of course he is.
I love that you can get a lore book with this one. So what's that? The lore book?
Yeah, it's like this ash can that goes around the history and a little bit background of the world, because I had all these ideas. I was fleshing out between Carl and then his ancient ancestor, and I had to fill out all the meats and potatoes. And then I realized, this is not going to the story. There's like too much exposition, and I'm definitely not writing a novel. So I just I looked at like D&D monster manuals and some other nerd shit, and I found that they had text with some illustrations here and there, like text wrapping around the illustration. I'm like, oh, okay, I can do something like that.
That's cool. Yeah, if you want to put, like me, I don't want to put that extra work in.
Yeah.
But you have the time and stuff and all that stuff already written down. But that stuff is fun. Like we've done that with some of the ash cans, like little bios for the characters. And I think, obviously Para Rider digs that stuff. So that's there's definitely a market for it. You look at guys like Mark Polton, where he'll do like a whole script book where it's his whole script for the comic in a separate, smaller book. That's pretty cool too. I don't want to give all my secrets away. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like detailing Carl's, because I do want to do books about Carl's ancestors, at least one shots. And so I'm like, okay, well, I already have the character design. Might as well like flesh out, the characters.
For sure.
And let's see. Yeah, there's characters fighting samurai. So they come from a more advanced region. They have better technology, so they just obliterate the remaining 4 regions. The remaining 4 regions are pretty much like 1700s, 1800s. So yeah, they'd get easily killed.
You're getting really a lot of cool camera angles in here. With your artist, I really dig that, and I think just even from the first one too, it looks like as the stuff you're showing off here, a lot of action. And the thing I like about this team that you have, like I guess the cast of characters, they kind of all have different weapons and they do different things. You get the chick with the bow, the gunslinger guy. Carl's got that kick-ass sword, and I'm sure we'll see new abilities from him.
Yep.
So I really like that cast. Let's see here. My Beaver's Unit is in the chat. What's up? Good to see you.
That's a great username.
Yeah, it is. And if you guys want to check this out closer, hit the link in the description down below. If there's any mods in the chat, they can drop the link as well. And let's check out what the kid is doing. Tommy. Already sketching. Look at this. All of that collar, man. Tommy, you're left-handed?
No, I got my camera turned this way so it'll extend further out.
Thank God.
And then I flipped it in OBS.
I was gonna say.
So it's right side up. See if I do this, I ain't gonna show you. Shut up. Leave me alone.
Yeah, you're good. As long as you're not left-handed, as long as you're not lying to me either. I'll find out if you're left-handed.
See, look.
I see.
What? How's he doing that?
It's a paradox, man.
Oh, is that my character, or is that someone else?
Yeah,
it's yours.
So how do I get that art and then sell it?
It's not even done yet. Jesus Christ,
I'll mail it out. I gotta mail out I'm up to 4 people right now. I gotta mail out packages to.
I will.
Ace is like, hey, how do I get in contact with Tommy? I want to get that that shark he did. And I'm like, yeah, I'll send it to you. So we
your DMs.
Did you see what go ahead. I'll just send me your address. Andy Draws, I think is his name.
Andy.
The Shadow Punk drawing I did. This mofo went and inked it and then colored it. It's pretty crazy.
Really?
Yeah. I retweeted it.
Yeah, let me check that out. Let me see if I can find that. Because I didn't see that at all.
You got to surf through like a pile of political tweets from me. I apologize, people.
God, Tommy.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
How far back? So if
I'll
you
find
guys, Shadowpunk was on here with us, and Tommy did a pretty sick Shadowpunk.
Nice.
Love to see that. All right, while you do that, we'll talk about this. Let's see what's up with the chat. Good. There's the Testament link. Thank you, Camara, loyal moderator.
What about loyal?
How did the show go, Phill? Lip, y'all do well. Yeah, it was fun. We did the Chicago Fan Expo this past weekend. Mark Silvestri was there. Capullo, Bisley is the only one I really cared about. No, so I hung out with him a bunch, had him sign a bunch of stuff, except for SOS, unfortunately. But yeah, we talked, and hopefully we'll be doing more stuff in the future. It's really awesome to hang out and just chat about comics and art. He did some sick commissions. He did an awesome Death Dealer for someone.
You said you couldn't stop talking about me, right?
Yeah, he's like, who's that? The guy they called the Kid. I didn't show him my the Graveyard Shift book we did yet, though. Once I get my comps, maybe I'll send him one. Did you get your copies yet, Camara? Or did you?
I only ordered a supplemental, but I have not received tracking, so I'm probably lower on the list.
You only ordered the supplemental?
Yeah, I'm not. I didn't. I like Jose's art, but it just didn't like mesh well. So,
Dude.
How dare you?
Yeah.
No. He ordered the supplemental.
Awesome to the max.
Yeah, I think I backed it last day, so I'm like order number 4,000 or something.
And that's what counts. I think we had 12 or 15 people that just backed the supplemental, and I'm taking all the credit. Tommy and I take all the credit for that, you know?
I think there's like 100 pages or something.
No, it was 48, so you got screwed.
God damn it.
Yeah. But it's worth a 100-page count.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah. It's worth it. But hey, man, it was what, $25?
Yeah, I actually like the alternate universe Bram. Spoiler for anyone who didn't read Graveyard Shift. But yeah, I actually like that better than the other Bram that's in the main universe.
Yeah. Bram's pretty sick. Hope everybody digs it. We need more reviews out there. So if you guys got your copy, let us know how you like it. Sumo Thori in the chat. What's up, Sumo? Good to see you.
Yeah, I need a lot more praise.
Everybody's got to read
It's good for my brand.
It's good for your self-confidence.
Hmm.
Rand Nada says, I'm looking forward to the supplemental more than the main book. Hey, let me know what you think. I think we delivered on that. So let's get back to Testament over here.
Well, I was just going to mention how one last part was Lilith being a hoe. I think Graveyard Shift 3, she was like flirting with Bram from the alternate universe. And I'm like, Jesus, this chick is such a whore.
Yeah, she doesn't know what's going on. She's a little lost, you know.
What's your problem with whores? That's what I want.
I don't have a problem. It's just,
if you have 4 doors, you could have more. You could fit more in your car, you know. So more pages, more samurai.
Yeah. Basically helping out. It's a mutual thing. They're taking down the Emperor, who's an ally of the king. But they find out something's wrong with the Emperor. No spoilers, but
he's too fat. That's what it is, right? Is that fat guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's too fat. So the thing about their guns, they shoot like these kind of blue rays.
Yeah.
I know that they run off of those stones or those rocks, right? Is that right?
Yeah, the crystals. It's basically meteorites, and they crush them up and use them as an energy source or for weaponry.
That's cool. Are we going to see those used in other places other than the guns in the world?
I haven't thought about it yet. I do explain where they come from, though.
And this is what I like too. There's so many different like change in scenery, you know. This looks great, man, with the water. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's the second half of the book where they're heading to the Middle East, which is called Ishtar here. And Carl gets a new sword. It's actually his family sword. He doesn't know it, but yeah.
Yeah, this art's really good. So who's your artist that you're using?
It's the same artist, Juliano da Silva. Then Marcos
Okay.
Martin colored it. He's done work for Fowler on Dixie Rose.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Hang on. Black Rose said a woo in the chat. Let me delete that.
Now, what is this? Explain this to me. I thought this was a face.
Both. It's a saying like a woo, and then
Jesus Christ.
Oh no, I have a wood on his channel.
Oh,
There's probably a clip of me doing that.
Yeah, we don't need that anymore.
When I appear on stream, when I show my face, I'm gonna have those like cat ear gamer headphone things. Yeah,
like
those things are so cute. Yeah, I love those things.
Yeah, I mean,
Yanzi wears those, right?
Yeah. And there's some pirates from the Ruby Isles. That'll be explained in the lore book, but yeah, it's like an island full of blood magic users, and so they all are infected with red eyes, and they're psychopaths basically. There's a whole island of blood god worshiping people, and so that's where the pirates come from.
That's pretty sick. Yeah, look at that.
That was just like filler material. It was actually at the last minute I decided they should be from the Ruby Isles, but that was just filler material for the world.
Well, stuff like that's really cool because it makes them more interesting and it makes them more memorable to the reader. You know, rather than just being regular pirates, you have this characteristic to them that is very specific to your universe now, you know, as opposed to something that is going to be forgettable. I think a lot of books and indie books that are coming out, very basic and don't have a lot of memorable qualities to them, whether it's character design, outfits, just lore, and stuff that is just fantastic that you could just go a little bit further and inject it into your story. And even if it doesn't change a lot, like you're saying, this is kind of like something you added last minute.
Yeah.
It makes it memorable.
Yeah, and I think it was when I was writing in the lore book where Carl's ancestor lost a war against people. Yeah, they're like the old gods. They have their own set of powers, and they descend from a certain god. It's basically vampires without being vampires.
Yeah, that's cool. No, this is turning into something even more that I'm liking. You know, where you're injecting all this other stuff into here, and we get to learn about it while the story progresses, where it's not just a info dump. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the point of the lore book. I didn't want to shove exposition. If you actually do want to see something that has like a whole bunch of genres, check out Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust.
Mm-hmm.
That's all over the place.
That's the newer one, right?
Well, it came out in 2000, but yeah, it's
the newest Vampire Hunter D. He's got that face in his hand. Yeah, I watched that. It was pretty good. And there's like the gang of wanderers that are trying to rob shit, right? Isn't there's like a gang of thieves?
Oh, I think it was the bounty hunters.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty good. It's Madhouse, I think, did that. There was no one was saying ooh woo in that though. You know, that's why I didn't hate it.
Bale Rider says, I know you probably talked about this, but how many books do you have planned? 3 for this arc, and then we'll see where it goes. Cool. I have stuff for his ancestor, the Barbarian, who's similar to Carl in his personality. He's a dick, and he's a mercenary. And then I have one where Carl's an old man. That one's coming. I was kind of stuck on that, but I came up with an idea. Because I don't want it to be... It takes place in the future, but it can't be too futuristic. So yeah, I like the post-collapse or post-apocalyptic thing, so I just made up a solar flare. They advanced, and then they went back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So a solar flare. Just a bunch of their technology.
Will it be called Old Man Carl?
Yeah, that's the placeholder name. I got to come up with something better.
Sidebar question, Sumo Dory, does Popeyes use seed oil?
Jay Ryan dumped us for Popeyes.
Oh, he's going to Popeyes, Jay Ryan.
Yeah.
Sorry, brother. Bring us with you in the car with your phone. Watch us while you drive. Does Popeyes use seed oil? Probably. They for sure use seed oil. J. Ryan, get me an extra biscuit. Now, what do you guys think? Who has better biscuits today? Popeyes or KFC?
Popeyes.
Probably Popeyes. The KFC in my area sucks ass.
They're a little doughy. Popeyes are too doughy.
Well, about 10 years ago, Popeyes biscuits were even better because they made them there. But now they're like partially made and they get them in like a box and then they throw them in the oven. So they're all like pre-cut. Before they would actually make the biscuits there. They were even better. I haven't been there in a while though because the seed oils, you know. HK Stash in the chat. What's up, brother?
Hey there.
Sumo wanting J. Ryan to text while he's driving.
Nothing wrong with that. Everybody does it.
Yeah, don't get caught though. Don't get caught. All right, let's see what else this campaign is down here. I dig the amount of pages you're showing off. What's the progress on the main book?
Yeah, we got 43 pages. I actually did a progress thing at the bottom of the page, but yeah, 43 pencils and inks. I just got the 35th page colored. And then when Krager's finished with his commitments, he is doing the 12-page backup. He's actually, if he does them digitally, he bumps them out pretty fast. I got like that cover right there by Jason Krager. I actually got that super fast, and that was like physical art.
Yeah, this is pretty sick, dude. So this is for the lore book, right?
Yeah, that's Carl's ancestor. It was a combination of Heracles, Thor, and Tyr.
Yeah. I love Tyr. Tyr's my favorite of the Norse gods.
Yeah, and a lot of mythology about red hair originated from the Middle East. So yeah, it takes place in like a Germanic country, but Carl himself is actually just Middle Eastern. They're what is called Ishtar or Ishtarian.
Yeah.
But people in the Middle East used to have blonde and red hair. I think your brother, fellow conspiracy theorist, can back me up. People in Egypt have blonde and red hair. So yeah.
I think it happened with all cultures. Like there was deviation in the genetics.
Yeah. And Samson.
Bassmaster Dan says, "I'm a red-haired horseman." Look at that, Norseman.
There's no way we can confirm that though. We have an avatar.
Yeah, no one's seen Bassmaster Dan. What is the avatar? A man with a giant mustache, as Shane would say. So this is the lore book, as Pale Rider was talking about. You got some pretty sick imagery in here, as well as lore, which I like that. I have to pick that up too.
Steve Dye's helping me with the whole layout and everything. He does the old-timey parchment. I was looking at some Cry Havoc magazines, and they had that kind of look, like old-timey thing.
Yeah, look at that. That's cool. That's fun. And who's doing the illustrations for this?
That one is by Jason Krager, and then I'm having help from Canales and my buddy Raphael and someone else. Oh yeah, Doodlebags. Doodlebags did a few pages.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he's great. The dude. Doodle. People are saying that redheads come from alien DNA.
Sure. The fallen angels, I guess. I don't know. You're gonna get me talking about conspiracy theories.
Dude, the kid loves the conspiracy theories.
Yeah, we'll talk after the stream.
Tommy's into it, man. Don't get him started. All right, stretch goals. The next one, you're on the verge of getting the 7K, and that brings out the trading card by Ebi Canales, who is the main artist of NSOS. And that, have you shown that off yet? That trading card?
Yeah, it's in one of the updates. I was going to show.
Let me check out one of those.
Hold it.
We do have a super chat before we go forward by a man, stranger to the channel. First time seeing you in here, Mr. Patera. Hit the like and subscribe if you haven't yet already. But he says, For $4.99, Boston Market cornbread is better than fast food biscuits. Nice, fresh, doughy Phill. Make sure to manscape and watch your $2. This Tommy guy is low energy.
I think I'm lower energy than Tommy. Like, that's not fair.
Yeah, yeah.
But yes, you should wash your ass, Phill. Apparently.
I did. I just took a shower earlier today. Put some gel in the hair.
I don't know who this Nick Patera guy is. He's a real piece of shit.
But I mean, he's got a point, you know.
Man, what the fuck has he done? Yeah,
he got a manscape. I like the profile picture though. He kind of looks like he takes a short bus. You know,
look, I know Comicscape community. We're not supposed to attack the fans, but this low life piece of trash, Nick Patera.
Nick, yeah, I'd like to.
Let me tell you something, brother. You ain't gonna make it.
Hang with us, Nick. You know, you'll move to the forefront of CG, brother.
Give him a wrench. He speaks the truth.
I don't think I could trust him with a wrench, but he does deserve a bonk for his great contribution to the channel.
I'll give that punk bitch a bonk in real life.
Here's a bonk, brother, just for you, Nick. Thank you. Appreciate the super chat there. All right, let's get back to the campaign. Let's see what we have in store for everybody that is looking forward to Testament. Scroll back down here. Yeah, this stuff coming up. So if you guys like this, if you backed it already, tell your friends about it or back again because there's some awesome stuff coming up. The trading card, which is in the update, we'll take a look at in a second. Joe Ball print. Look at this. Totally done. I saw this earlier today. I'm like, holy cow, this looks freaking awesome.
Yeah, that was actually originally the cover or one of the covers. And I'm like, it's good. I'm like, it's not a cover. And I had to use it for something.
Dude, I think it's awesome. I love the blast here and how you can see through the blast. That's super cool. Yeah, I think this came out great. This is the first time I saw that. So that's a print that's coming up and a bunch of other stuff, more trading cards, and you have a good progress, which we just went over there. The book is basically almost done. You have like a few 13 pages left or something.
Yeah, about that. Then we got to get it colored. I'm hoping to ship everything November. We'll see how that works. So, yeah,
nice.
One of the trade. Yeah, there's
new pages.
Yeah, that's from a couple of days ago.
Not to derail, but I smell a big giant pile of shit. Can we boot that guy from the chat?
Who?
No, we have to celebrate him.
That Nick Patera guy.
Is he in the chat? I don't see him anymore. I think he left.
Good riddance.
We we allow anyone in our chats, Tommy. Warm welcomings.
Don't worry, I'm more low energy than you. Don't worry about it. I'm kind of surprised I didn't get called out. I kind of feel excluded.
Well, look, I wasn't wanting to go there. No, I'm not. You're trying to trick me into attacking you right now. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, my 4D chess move has been exploited. So anyway,
not a lot of people know this. Chimera and I are the same age.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
93. 93 babies.
Yep, there's a Canals trading card.
Oh, sweet. That's what's going to look like. That's cool.
Yeah, I was just complaining to him one day. I'm like, how come I can never find like a Rob Wallace or like a Mark Silvestri clone or a David Finch clone? It's like, well, I can do something like that. I'm like, okay, prove it. And then he did this. I'm like, oh, wow, that actually looks a lot better.
Yeah, this looks awesome, dude. I can't wait.
Still looking for a David Finch clone to do sequentials.
Who was a David Finch clone?
Just anybody. Like,
Art Jedi kind of draws like David Finch. Check him out. Let's see. My Brewers Unit says 17. No, we're not 17. 28.
Phil's
28.
only 17.
Comics Legend in the chat. We want to see the Tommyverse. Yeah, everybody's talking about the Tommyverse.
It's happening. It's in production.
The Tommyverse. See, people are asking for Tommy. Let's see. No super chat this time, but Nick Patara is still here. He says Dougie/Dougie, fresh haircut. Tell this human turd Tommy I see him on the street. I have a haymaker locked and loaded with his name on it. Going to make him famous. #world star.
Okay, I kind of like tap down after like the second sentence. I'm like, what?
Exactly. What? Be
Hashtag
gone. Be gone, troll. Nobody likes you.
Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill.
Exactly.
That's what I have to say about that. Sumo Authority says 93. Damn, I was already out of high school. Why am I hanging out with these Utes? I don't know. It sounds like
Hey,
a
listen,
problem.
we're gonna be 30 next year. Then you'll be sorry.
Yeah.
We're gonna be mature.
That's true. Yeah, I turned 29 in September.
Oh God, I'm only 2 months behind you. I turned 29 in November.
Nice. Yeah. Tommy's first character is going to be about Thor's brother Loki. Loki.
I get it.
Loki.
I understood that reference.
Let's check in with the kid here.
Oh shit.
Tron Carl.
I just erased a hand. I'm embarrassed. I was drawing a bigger fist to punch that Nick guy right in his ugly face.
So you can draw hands, unlike Bancroft. That's good to know. I will have some.
Whoa! I can't. No, you can't attack people like that around me. That guy's a power player.
No, Tommy. The kid could do anything. He could draw anything you throw at him.
You want a Dave Finch style? Easy.
You did that supplemental for Graveyard Shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I would show it off, but I sold it on eBay.
You sold the supplemental?
Oh, I sold a lot of stuff.
He's paying his kids' way
No.
through college.
Oh yeah, he did the ruin or some pages in there. But
yeah,
when you see the supplemental he did with me, man, it's even better than that. He's leveling up every day. The kid's diverse. He's eclectic. He could draw hands and feet. Actually, can you draw feet, Tommy?
Yeah, but they look like chimpanzee feet.
Oh, okay. So Anna's feet.
Oh.
Guys, you cannot attack power players around me.
Oh. Nah, I was just picturing Anna's feet.
I can't get.
No.
I don't want that stink attached to me.
Am I not seeing Nick's?
No, he's there.
Messages?
No, I can see him.
Because they're asking where in Texas, but I didn't even see he said anything about Texas.
Whatever place the locals nicknamed the ass of Texas, that's where he's from.
That's we got Vero Freddy. If you can't draw hands, that's what super gloves are for. Oh.
Yeah, just give him the Infinity Gauntlet. And also shout out to Sumo for backing the sketch card. Let me see if I can do this without doxing myself.
Yes. Oh,
So
sweet.
I don't have my werewolf mask next to me, but it looks like this.
God damn. Booty Juice is so good, dude. Look at that.
Okay, wait. Okay, here, and then I don't. Okay, perfect.
That's so good, man. Oh, that's freaking awesome. Yeah. Dan Dahl is another powerhouse, man. He's killing it. I have a Ninja Last Ronin sketch cover it had on the front. Let me just show you. On the front, it has a Simon Bisley cover. So this is the exclusive Simon Bisley Last Ronin #5 cover.
I didn't even know he did that.
I know. I saw him at the show, and I grabbed one. On the back of the book, is a sketch cover, blank, that I want to send to Dan Dahl to do a sketch cover on there. But I guess that IDW sucks with their sketch covers, and him and Shelby said that they don't take Copics well. So I'm gonna have to. He's just gonna have to do a black and white sketch Casey Jones with ink. I'm gonna make him do ink because Shelby said he could do ink on it. So
Shelby can do anything.
yeah, that's true.
Well, except not eat cereal.
Oh my god.
I really wanted that cereal box from him on the giveaway.
Shelby, yeah, the cereal box. Sorry, I got distracted. Another chat here from Nick. He says, I live in a small town between Austin and San Antonio. Regrettably, low-key Tommy is a longtime friend. We have a long-standing beef, though. One of us won't make it out alive.
It'll be him. He's gonna die.
The truth comes out. The truth comes out. All right, yeah. Thank you for backing Sumo. He grabbed that awesome sketch card.
Yeah, we are out of Booty Juice sketch cards, and I have no more characters. I guess I could commission the villain.
I think that Nick Patera guy should back since he hijacked the show with his shit talk.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to what is it called? Anime Matsuri. I made QR codes for Joe Ball and my book. I guess I can make one for you too, Phil. So you that.
Dude, I'll be there. I'll see you there.
Yeah, I'll just look for someone who is 6'6",
yes.
and should be easy. And yeah, so I made a volume 1 reprint cover by itself, so you don't need to back like a higher tier to get volume 1. Like I kind of thought about it, like, well, I'll be getting noobs onto this. I'm like, okay, yeah, I might as well separate out the books.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll just be harassing people at the con, like, hey, scan this.
Let's do yeah, we had a little standee scan for CG Vacation at Archon. It was pretty cool. Do a little refresh here on the campaign now that we got another backer, Sumo. That sketch card. 100 and internet going slowly.
It might be.
Well, there you go. Awesome.
$57 to go.
Dude, so close to 7K. So if you guys haven't backed a book before on Indiegogo, make this one your first one. Amazing art, kick-ass story, lots of lore behind it. Chimera is going to be doing more in the future with this. It's going to be 3-book story arc, and you could pick up the previous one as well with a reprint cover. So I would say probably get the Testament bundle, right? This comes with a bunch of covers and the lore book as well.
Yep, and includes volume 1 as well.
Oh, good. Yeah, so you'll be caught up there. You offer a digital copy for people that who like to read it digitally. Yep. I don't know why. I want that in person, that paper smell. The Joe Ball cover plus the lore book. So you got little mix and matches here on your tiers for one cover better than the other, or if you want the first book and the second book. And this is some other sketch cards from other artists. That's good.
Yeah, shockingly, all the female sketch cards were the first ones to sell.
That makes sense.
So I was about to enter a piece or some art in the art auction this past weekend, and I was talking to the lady that runs it, and because I didn't give her no time, she's like, "Yeah, it'd probably be best to hold off." She said, "Oh, by the way, titties really sell."
That's what she told you?
Yeah. So I got to, between now and September, the next one, I got to draw up a lot of titties.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Look, I have 2 female characters. I'll send you a reference.
Yeah. Preston Acevedo sketch card painted. He paints these as well, which is awesome. Sim card. Oh, and SOS leftovers. So if you guys haven't grabbed SOS, I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun, humorous action. It's like an Adult Swim action-packed comic. It is really funny and some clever stuff going on there. And it's just a romp riot.
Pretty much. I mean, that's kind of what I geared it towards when I was like 10. I'm like, oh, I want to make an Adult Swim show.
Yeah. That's exactly the vibes I get off of that.
Oh.
There's a question from Past Master Dan in the chat. He says, would it be crazy if I were to say dragons used to be real? I could show you one.
I feel like he's gonna say dragging these nuts or something.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
And
And
the backup story, pencils and painted pages.
yeah, so you're offering a lot on this campaign, including original art here. For now, these are pages. Oh, these are Preston's pages from the short story as pencils, and then you also have some of them painted.
Yeah. Let me grab my werewolf mask. Be right back.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew this, Tommy, but I guess Chimera is a furry. He has a werewolf mask.
Oh, I've probably seen videos.
Yeah, that makes sense. We got Squeeze in the chat. Says, got him. What's up, Squeeze? Squiz. People are getting familiar with this Nick Pitara kid.
Yeah, he's an attention junkie.
This is the werewolf?
No, I couldn't find it. Here's my goblin mask. So yeah,
Goblin
there's a painted story from book 1.
Yeah, so this is at the end of book 1. It's kind of a side story in the back. Totally painted. What do you think about this? You see Preston signs his sequential pages when he paints them. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
You ever heard the band Necrogoblicon? You might like them.
Necrogoblicon.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at those. So this is a kind of a you see young Carl training with this badass biker guy. So those are some of the pages if you guys are interested in original art, fully painted, or he has them penciled as well on the campaign. I really like his layouts too. Now, what's this Jason Krager original art?
Let's see. I haven't posted the image, but it'll probably be page 1. I just gotta wait for it to be fully inked when he gets back working on it.
Nice.
And yeah, usually when something sells, I just hide the tier. I don't really.
Oh
yeah, clutter.
Sure do too. People are a fan of Jason Krager's in the chat. Yeah, it's really. I'm hoping he gets his Hammer book out because that book looks really cool.
Oh yeah.
He's got that like post-apocalyptic Ragnarok with the chick,
Yeah,
like a tank girl thing. That's pretty cool. Let's see. How you doing over there, Tommy?
I'm about ready to go scan.
Scan it up. Let's see it.
You guys, in the meantime, can talk about Nick's book, Mashed Potato Ron, I think is the name of it.
Mashed Potato Ron, yeah. That's a good one. I thought it was Ass Welder John. It's a man obsessed with butt cracks, and he needs to weld them shut. He's got OCD.
Yeah. All right, be right back.
All right. Look at that. Got that energy coming off of his eyes.
Let me beef up the outline on the sword.
While he is scanning that, if you have not yet, everybody check out CG Vacation. That is the campaign we're running here at Sage Comics right now. It's a crazy collab between a bunch of CG creators and characters. So if you guys like the books we put out, the books you see on YouTube here, and then you've got over the past 3 years, then you're going to dig CG Vacation. Did you see the updated cover, Chimera? The pencils here. The completed Dale Keown's pencils on the front. Look at that.
Sorry, there was a porn bot in the chat. Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Still don't know how you tricked Dale Keown. I guess you must have sent a filter showing you as a female or something.
Yeah, I did that. I put my face on Mandy's body, and they did this cover for me. No, Dale's awesome. He digs what we're doing, and jumped at the chance of drawing all these characters, which was really, really cool. So he's done with his part. We got to get this inked. It's going to get colored. Pazmaster Dan says, "You've made it, Phill. Pornbot is here." Yes. Yeah, I'm very.
They start talking about CG Vacation.
That's just in time for the babes, you know.
Yeah.
Invisible boobs. So we got Cyberfrog, Heidi on the cover, Heather Swain, you know, looking concerned because Cyberfrog is checking out Heidi. Pitt, of course, the monstrous Pitt. I love the hair he did on the arms and all the chains and stuff. That's sick.
I think, is that the... No, Mandy had. Does Mandy have a crossover cover with Pitt? Is that the first reappearance of Pitt on a comic?
Yeah, so now it's a race, right? It's a race to whoever's book comes out first. And by track record.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's going to be mine.
That'd be like
so,
20 years.
And, well, even if it's not, you got the first appearance of Pitt with Cyberfrog on the cover and all these other characters. You got Lilith from Graveyard Shift here. Cool sunglasses. Magic Cop in the back. Blade Devil. What's her name?
Easy. This guy's not a fan of horrors. If I remember correctly.
I actually do. I'm a fan of anime titties. So yeah, Ashiara.
Ashiara? Yeah, I can't remember how to... Ashiara. Yeah, Helly over here from Magic Cop as well. And then there's a whole other side, guys. So hopefully this weekend, if we get on Bancroft Saturday, we'll show off the full cover, the full wraparound. Because you got black and white on the other side, too. A bunch of other characters. So back this if you have not yet.
Yep. And link is in the chat.
Who's in the chat?
Oh, the link was in the chat. Let me post it again. The porn.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's in the description. Comics Legend, always with the great questions, asks, what are your thoughts on the Rippaverse stretch goals? I don't really see any that are for the backers as far as extras that we are used to. I didn't look into that campaign that closely. I just looked at the art, but what are if you're in the chat, if you're still there, what are some of the stretch goals? Is it just seemingly like upgrades to the book?
I don't know. I actually didn't look at the stretch goals. I was just looking at the page count.
I know he has trading cards that are separate. It's like a pack. It's $100 for these trading cards. He was showing them off on his stream, but they're oversized. They're more like these postcards that my buddy did for his comic. They're like this size, and they're lenticular. So the background has depth to it. But that's why they're so expensive, because they're big and lenticular. Lenticular stuff is pretty expensive. So I think that's just like an add-on rather than a stretch goal. But yeah, I haven't seen the stretch goals yet.
Yeah, he has 11 trading cards by the mysterious Dokuman. I don't know. Yeah, the book. I was more interested in the book. The book is 96 pages, so that's a pretty good deal.
That's like Magic Cop length right there. All right, do you have that scan, Mr. Tumnus?
Yeah, let me level it, make it a little darker for everyone.
Messing with the levels there.
Bim.
See, Comics Legend says one stretch goal is to buy. The shipping ban. Yeah, I see what you're saying. So, seemingly, I think he already broke that one too. So, seemingly, like the $200,000 stretch goal or 500 was he was going to use some of that money to buy a van so he could ship the books to and from the post office and stuff like that. So I mean, at this point, he's not really crowdfunding, right? Because all the stuff is already done. He already paid for it already, so he has to cover the costs he put into it. And now, I guess he's just telling you what he's doing with the profits. And I think like when he hit 800K, it was going to guarantee that they're going to make a sequel to get started on that already. So it's more of like stretch goals for his business, which is different because it's not really crowdfunding. All right. Windowless van. Yeah, probably. Check this out. Here it is.
Awesome.
Carl. Yeah, I like that. You nailed the sword too. You could definitely tell it's the sword from the book.
Okay, I will take that high res and the original art, and then I'll have someone color that. I'll probably turn that into a trading card.
Color it yourself, Camara.
Right on. I'll probably
MS
take
Paint.
in. I'll take in his jaw just a little bit right there. Yeah, doing
You're
the
looking
stuff
good,
fast.
Tommy. This is awesome.
Thanks,
I
man.
love every week Tommy comes up with a really dynamic pose for these things. Really makes him pop.
Some would say I'm a natural.
Some would. I wouldn't. Some would. Great stuff, man. We did sell that card. Comics Legend says that makes sense when you explain it like that. Yeah. Don't be worried about that stuff. He's killing it. I'm sure he's going to be making comics for a long time too with all his success. But if you guys haven't backed something this week, you're looking for a good read, grab Testament Volume 1 and 2. And then also, let's see, what do I do here? Where's this campaign? There it is. Volume 2. And also grab the SOS package too. If you guys haven't read that, it's really good stuff. And that'll keep you locked in the room for a while. Those SOS books, you read them right through front to back. They're not, a hard hike to get through. It's great action. And then if you're looking for that detail and that story building and the lore, Testament is definitely the book for you. Top talent on these covers, and the interiors are looking stellar. Spread the word. This one is kick-ass.
Yep. We have about 19 days left.
Oh, awesome. Cool. And are you going to go on demand?
Yes.
Do you know? All right, cool. And take it from me, Camara is another one of the guys that turns around and ships these things out right away. Like when he's able to, he's always hits his shipping date and is great at fulfillment. I would say.
I'm hoping for November.
Sweet. Awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in today. Go find another stream. Tell them we sent you. Spread the word about Testament and CG Vacation. And back these books. And we will see you guys later. Any last words, guys?
I'd like to thank everyone for watching and stopping by. And I'd like to thank Sumo for being good in the chat as a mod or whatever. And always doing the Lord's work. And I'd like to thank you, Phill, for being my friend. And I'd like to thank this Chimera guy for allowing me to draw his character.
Sure thing.
I'd like to thank Nick Patera for stopping by and raising my energy level.
Yeah. I'd like to thank Nick for the $4.99.
I'd like to thank my wife for allowing me or affording me the opportunity to do comics full time. I'd like to thank John Malin.
Yeah.
Who pulled me out of the gutter and off the street.
He doesn't get enough thanks.
No, he doesn't.
You know?
And I'd like to thank Ethan Van Sciver for being a he's really high energy MC.
Yeah.
Muckraker, he keeps the engagement high. I'd like to thank Young Ripper for his incredible campaign that he's running. It's bringing a lot of eyes onto the community.
Yeah.
He's, kind of CG adjacent, but I don't think he would have his feelings hurt if we called him CG.
No.
Making us look good, showing
I like to think
crowdfunding is the way.
And I want to thank Cecil,
Cecil is the levity we all need. Definitely one of the top 3 most important CGers. Just a professional, funny man.
Yeah, I'm going to go out now to my local comic shop. I'm going to buy the Last Ronin hardcover book. And then I'm going to go to my girlfriend's house and I might read it there. Or I might go swimming. Who knows? I like to thank Howl Comics in the chat. He says, thank me for showing up last minute. I appreciate that, Alan.
Hey, I'd still be going, but Phil cut me off. There are a lot of thank yous left. I want everyone to know. Maybe next time.
Well, you can message them,
I got work to do. I don't have time to do that.
All right, boys. Thank you for being here. And we'll see you guys Friday for another stream. And go find another channel. Tell them we sent you. And back some books, everybody. We'll see you later.
See ya.
Peace out.